This ain't no game, this the real thing. Yo, welcome to S4UWrestling, bring the heat. Every punch, every throw can't be beat. The bell rings loud, it's the thrill of the fight. Welcome to the action, under spotlight. Drop kicks flying, spines hitting the mat. Ring rope shaking, crowd where you...
No shit.
No shit.
No shit.
You know, chaotic productions, S4UWrestling, new type of shit.
No shit.
And you already know it's Wednesday, so you know it's time for the favorite group of CCN, the Hydras in the building.
Yes,
Welcome to S4UWrestling number 58. Entitled The Front Lines, because we're on the front lines, that means you're ready for war. And war is upon us. John, next week is Survivor Series War Games. And the teams are set, man. The teams are set. I am the OTC trail. That is the main event, John. Dog. New York was popping.
Only in the garden. Only in the garden. Only in the garden.
Shout out to Baby Oof is in the building. You know, appreciate you for putting up. Ness is in the building. Yes, we always have one job, and just like you and everybody else, we always manage to mess that up. So, you know, this is how we do. This is our job, to mess up our job.
That's it. We got it right. We watch. We gave y'all a little taste. We gave y'all a little sample. y'all get more as the year progresses.
Oh, look! Shout out to Lena. She's been anywhere, everywhere. We're her last stop on the podcast tour, so of course she'll spend the night with the boys. And I guess that question is for Lena, so not us. But we're doing good though. And of course, shout out to our girl Nessa. She's still she's back in the rehab booth. She's getting her mind right, getting her body right. She'll be back sooner than you know it, causing chaos on screen. And she's actually missed causing chaos off screen too. That's how serious her rehabilitation is. So shout out to Nessa. One day at a time, as an esteemed gentleman always says.
Well, I say at the time.
But yeah, man, let's get on, especially one day at a time. SmackDown kicked off Survivor Series season with a bang. No guarantees. It is Wednesday, so yeah, JoJo's not even here yet, so this is probably like the best of a good behavior you don't get. Because yeah, we've been on one all up and soon as I say
that's like a bird, like a bat signal, dude. Say, oh, be on your best behavior, and then all of a sudden, here comes
like I said, when we're all in the same room, there is no such thing as good behavior. And of course, we can't start S4UWrestling without our other co-host, other half of the Fab Four, the Caribbean mommy, Mrs. JoJo, is back. What's up, JoJo?
What's up? Best behavior?
Tell her.
You thought.
Listen, I was telling John this morning, me and JoJo have been pre-gaming this show for 13 hours straight.
Yep.
And, hey, John, you want to know how that pregame started?
Yeah, how did it start?
Sir, listen, I got up this morning, did my normal, wash your ass, brush your teeth, put your clothes on, head to the train station. And mind you, John, it's cold as hell at 5 o'clock in the morning. So I'm standing there and I get a text message that says, are you fucking kidding me? Right? I'm looking at it I'm like, oh no, something about to crack. Like,
Oh
where do I need
no.
to book my flight to? And I'm retracing my steps. I'm like, hey, did I do something? Nah, because I went to sleep early last night. I went to sleep
Mm-hmm.
like around 9:30, so it wasn't me. Um, and I'm waiting for a response. Nothing. So I was like, responded like, eye emojis. Like, what happened? The match was too short.
Oh, oh boy.
Jay's match
This
on
this is me
SmackDown.
recapping SmackDown. Why are these matches so fucking short? I
Listen,
was like,
Jo-
I was watching it while I'm at work. I look up for 2 seconds, look back down. Ding, ding, ding. What you mean?
John,
What do you mean?
mind you, John, there's a 3 hour time difference. So
Mm-hmm.
this is like 5 o'clock in the morning here, and Shima Jay's match is short. This was literally my face.
I bet it was. Wipe the cold out my eyes.
At
Wipe
least,
the cold
at
out my
least,
eyes.
at least I know you're up. At least I
I
didn't
was.
hit you with. At least I did
That,
not hit you up at like the time that I get up, which is 5:30. Because then y'all would have really rang my ass.
that- and I'm like,
Really rang
are
my
you?
ass.
I'm like, are you trying to give me a heart attack? Like you got me over here trying to figure what the hell is going on, and I'm like, and this is ever since then, John, we went back and forth all morning.
It was a bunch of
all
bitches and
morning.
hoes and fuck.
Yeah. And not in that particular order either.
Hey, yo.
So
Not at all.
not at all. But yeah, actually Nessa just pretty much hinted on that. And since we're actually gonna be talking about SmackDown, we're gonna might as well just get into the events on SmackDown. But first, like she said, they're going back 3 hours. You thought the matches that they had were short. Imagine how many more short matches they gonna have in the near future. Because starting in January 2nd, SmackDown's going back 3 hours. So I guess they had a little meeting with the USA Network execs, and they're like, we're gonna need a 3 hour show. Um, John, how do you? I mean, you cool with this going back to 3 hours? Or you really don't give a shit.
It's 50-50. I mean, because obviously I enjoyed the 2 hours, but I don't have nothing against it going back to 3 hours. I mean, everyone just got to find something to complain about. So it'll be all right. I mean, more content, as long as they putting out dope content and the creative is good. That's like you're a winner. But if it sucks, it sucks. But that's
Yeah,
all that matters is how the product is going to be.
it's like they flip flopping back and forth because it was 3 hours before, then it switched to 2 hours in the summer, and then it went. Now it's going back to 3 hours. I mean,
Mhm.
Jojo, do you really care about it going 3 hours, or is it just gonna be one of those that's long and it's not?
No, I just hope that they have longer matches. I'm getting tired of the shits. You can't be telling me I'm watching for a whole like. I'm sitting there going, really? Have to hit a John. This is what we doing?
She's been doing that a lot lately. You might want to start taxing her on that.
I noticed that. Do a counter. I'm gonna do a counter. She's either doing that or she's saying Jonathan like Nessa does.
Because I
Well,
apparently I have to make it double because she ain't here.
Okay, that's hate, but I don't know it. But I don't know. Don't do that.
hey, you
Don't
might
do
as
that.
well. Hey, you might as well get the first one out the way, Jojo.
Yeah, it's bound to happen. It's bound to happen. So so that was just a precursor. What's going to happen? What's going to happen eventually while we're on this ride?
Hey, yo. Um, yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking,
I
speaking,
already said it, so I don't have to do it again.
that's true. Yeah. You know what? She saved us trouble. Yeah, she already knew some bullshit was gonna happen, and she already, you know what? Jonathan, she spoke into existence.
Well, I know.
Uh,
You might as well get ready. You guys just
wait,
get
what the?
ready.
Get ready. Stay
SmackDown
ready.
matches. SmackDown.
Yo, Lena, yo.
Yo, what the hell? I can't even last. Hey,
She said she can.
Okay.
Listen. Okay, now. Someone's ready for Friday.
Wow. I didn't expect that.
Damn, Lena.
Somebody's ready for Friday.
Arthur coming. She said she's ready to go through the couch. What the heck?
Not through the couch.
Through the couch.
Do they have Canadian pound cake up there?
Oh.
Yo!
I'm just asking. Listen, I'm just asking.
Canadian pound cake is crazy. That's crazy. Canadian pound cake.
Speaking of getting pounded, BFAB got pounded within 3 minutes.
Sometimes you don't need the last one. Sometimes you don't need to go long. Sometimes.
Tell it to everybody out there in the world. Anywho, like I said on ATD's podcast, I was in the comment section. BFAB went B flat because that girl got put through the mattress, and then basically looks like we might get Jay Cargill and Michin up next, and I love Michin, and there is absolutely positively nowhere ever is going to be any Michin slander, but homegirl, listen, she's going to need about 4 or 5 Kendo sticks because Jay's about to put her through the mattress too. John, your thoughts on pretty much BFAB going flat and looks like Michin's next on the menu?
I'm shocked that BFAB didn't have a wardrobe malfunction unless she was really getting ragdolled throughout the ring. But man, Jay said I don't get paid by the hour. Right? She's like they said the match lasted too long for her. So we know
too short for JoJo. So it's like which one is it?
But she's saying this match should last a little quicker. So I don't think it's gonna happen like that with Michin whenever they step in the ring. But I see what they're doing. Y'all line them up, I'm gonna knock them down. And that's exactly what she should be doing. As long as she's champion and she's on this run of just being a pure out, just powerhouse.
Yeah. You already know. It's the Fab Four. You part of this group.
Mm-hmm.
Who wouldn't want to pound BFAB? That's a good point. That's a good point. That's a solid red bone right there. You know, it is what it is.
I'll be honest. She's black and I'll be honest.
Yeah. It's just those Colombian, Dominican, Caribbean. Damn y'all. Respectfully, you know. JoJo, you probably blinked and missed it, but your thoughts on the match?
Bitch. Not the blink and miss. So which match is this again?
The one you blinked and missed?
That's
my man's?
No, Jade. Jade, such a man. Yeah.
That one. That's the one I said also that was too fast. I'm like, what is going on with this?
She said she don't get paid by the minute. She don't get paid by the minute. She gets paid by the match.
It was crazy. But I mean, you kind of knew she was gonna lay this legit smackdown on that girl's behind. Like that girl's on fire right now. And she didn't.
Yeah.
Homegirl did not even break a sweat.
As she shouldn't. She said this is gonna be easy work. Whoever steps in my way, just be prepared to be knocked down.
Mm-hmm.
And JoJo, you're not gonna like this either because I said that she needs to smash through everybody until she gets to Bianca. So it's gonna be a whole lot of short matches that you're gonna go through because she's gonna knock off her. Which it's weird because you got Zelina. I don't think she's gonna fight Zelina anytime soon. Then you got Kiana. You got Tiffany. So I'm guessing eventually Tiffany's gonna want a rematch. You got Candice LeRae. It's like how many faces are they gonna line her up with? There's not that many.
Whoever steps in her way, just be prepared to get knocked down and destroyed because she is not playing any games. That's all.
At all. At
Not
all. I
at all.
mean, she says she's that
Oh,
JoJo line.
let me do it. I'm that bitch.
What she said.
I like what she does. I like what she does.
Yeah, what she said.
But yeah, so that's gonna be easy peasy. Whoever steps in the ringsy for with Jay Cargo. Now, the other match that pretty much I would say really pissed off JoJo over here. The Miz and Jey Uso in the last time it's now tournament. Jay obviously got the dub, but it wasn't over because Team Heyman pulled up, caused a lot of ruckus, and put my man through a table. Braun Breaker put my man through a table.
Stop
And Drew
putting my
McIntyre
man through the table. I'm getting sick of his table.
Well, at least he went through it instead of
Instead of getting folded in it, like
like it's twin,
what?
like it's twin. My man's got folded, but the Scottish Terminator, Drew McIntyre, shockingly, quote unquote, who was supposed to have been suspended this month, showed up 2 years straight. Was like, you know what? You need some service, you need some help. I'm here. And now he is part of Team Heyman in War Games. John, I thought this man was suspended. Everyone's in the uproar that this man was suspended. What happened?
Did people not listen to us last Friday? Told y'all, you never underestimate the power of Paul Heyman. He was going to find some loophole to get Drew McIntyre in this match. And that's exactly what he did. And that's why Drew McIntyre is now going to be a part of the Visions team at War Games. And he wasn't even the bigger surprise that Paul Heyman had.
Listen, he was not the biggest surprise. And it was one of those surprises that we knew was going to happen. So let's we're gonna get to that in a minute. But JoJo, I mean, I know you was in pain when you saw this, but your thoughts on, as Faith like to call them, chest hairs, showing up and pretty much putting Jay down and basically getting the extra man for their team already set for Survivor Series. I mean, man, your thoughts? Is he okay? Did you check on him? Did you make a phone call?
Oh, he's gonna be okay. He's gonna be okay. Faith, you know, back me up on this. He's gonna be okay. He's gonna be all right. Oh yeah.
It's cool.
And he's coming back for what's his. You know, it's just, you know, he look like he ready to
Papa
on everybody. Oh. He said these hands are rated E for everybody.
Yo guys, I do this shit for everybody. And then we had a shocking return. We had a shocking return on Friday night. We was all wondering who was gonna be LA Knight's opponent. Some people were saying it was Nick Aldis coming out the suit. Others was hoping it was gonna be Randy Orton. Some people thought it was gonna be Trick Williams. But it was Mr. Woo. You know it. Matt Cardona shockingly came back as Zack Ryder.
Radio.
And I was one of the first ones to say, wait a minute, this mofo said Zack Ryder was dead. But to his defense, he said it last year, and I waited to see why he came back as Zack Ryder, and he only agreed to do it one night only. So next time you see him on TV, if you ever do, it's gonna be back to Matt Cardona.
Get your marriage.
And shout to Matt Cardona for understanding that assignment. That it was a one time deal, and he actually had a merch deal behind that. So it was cool to see, as John was eloquently singing earlier, it was so cool to see Zack Ryder back.
Yes. The broski
I mean,
boot.
how dope was it, John, to see our guy,
the internet champion, man. Alrighty, yo, the broski boot, man. The everything, hitting that woo 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 in the ring, in the Rough Rider, which is now Rono's Radio Silence. It was I mean, and then he to still have Always Ready on his ring gear shows you that WWE understood the assignment. He still wants to let everybody know Matt Cardona ain't gone anywhere. The indie god ain't gone anywhere. The Death King ain't gone anywhere. I am here. But it was good to see him back in his home state of New York and being back on a Friday night, big stage, big platform, and it was great. Shout out to the broski.
And there's another thing about it is too. If you notice, Zack Ryder does have history with John Cena.
That's right.
So, I mean, it was good history, but he still had history with John Cena. So, I don't know why people would like him and LA Knight put on a banger. And honestly, he wasn't going to win that match because you're not going to have, especially if it was a one night thing, LA Knight is now losing the first round. That's for sure. And to Alex said that he should have gotten a bigger pop. You got to understand, too, Alex, this is when Zack Ryder was last in WWE, that was like, what?
5.5 years ago. They say he ain't had a match on SmackDown.
Fans come and go, and there's still younger fans in the audience. They're not going to know who Zack Ryder is.
True that.
9 times out of 10, they're going to know who Matt Cardona is, but not more likely, they're not going to know who Zack Ryder is. And Zack Ryder still got a pop. That's the crazy part. He still got a pop. So that was the shock. The shock value was still there. So, but I'm happy to see that, there's people out there that still remember Zack Ryder. I damn near got my check. I was not expecting him. I thought it was gonna be somebody else. And then what else happened on SmackDown? Oh, Charlotte Flair quit on the team. She was like, I don't trust Rhea Ripley, which I know JoJo's gonna have a lot to say about this one, because it's mommy involved. So she I guess she forgot that a mirror existed because she was telling Rhea Ripley that she don't trust her, so she backed out of the team. JoJo, why she hating on mommy for?
Because she's staring at herself. Homegirl went as far as to calling her a snake. A snake. Wow. Is that so? Pot. The pot. Okay.
Calling the killer black.
Thank you for finishing that.
No problem, because she, of all people, know that no one, and that's Rhea was looking at her like, you sure about that? What's up, TJ? Faith, BFAP, and pounding shouldn't be in the same sentence. Why not?
Speak for yourself. Speak for yourself.
Why not?
She can get every inch.
Why not?
She can get every inch. I'm not going to. No, yes.
Hold.
I said it.
Hold. You know it's coming. You know it's coming.
Yes. She can get every inch. I'm not going to deny it. Go ahead and say it, JoJo. Yeah, go ahead and say it, JoJo. Yeah, I walked into that one, but no.
That man frolicked into that one.
He's like,
sometimes they just throw you the alley-oop like you Vince Carter. You just gotta go. You just gotta be like, Like T-Mac, you might be like T-Mac or Vince Carter. You just gotta put them on the poster. Man, come on. That is a beautiful black Colombian woman. She gets every itch. But her and Jay Cargill was easy work.
And for the ones watching, please don't tell her that.
I love B-Fab. She's another prime example of the dungeon, which we will get to later on during the show. But she's another prime example of the dungeon.
Yeah, a little,
yeah.
She's behind the velvet rope, so to speak.
Yeah. What the dungeon do for you?
Shit.
I do not know how that sounded. I just realized how that sounded.
Yeah.
I just realized how that sounded. Hey, yo, my bad. I'm sorry, everybody.
Hey, whatever you got going on, waiting for you in Texas. That's between you and yours.
That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. Okay. That's
what
we're doing.
Sure is.
Okay. All right. I see. Yes, we're on the night. All right. That's all right. It's all great.
I bet it was. So Lena was saying that EO's reaction was everything kind of saying, you mean someone does not like Girl Rhea. Listen, I want an EO because she be hugging up on Rhea like, not my Rhea.
Not my mommy.
Rhea. Yeah, exactly. And her being so short, looking up at her like, I love you.
That'd be me. That'll be me. And I will take all of that.
Hey, I did see him with this fan met Rhea, and she literally got Rhea to pin her and stack her. I think that was you. You think that would be me?
Yeah, that was. Whew, boy.
You did post that. You like, that's me.
Once again, I will fold like that table did on Jimmy, with a big old smile on my face.
You said you what?
With the table folded, having my baby.
Yep.
Yeah, but the Rhea partnership, at first it was like, all right, this is another episode of Eos Creek, but it just turned into one of those adorable things. To see Rhea Ripley eventually turn her back on her and put her through the mattress is going to be the funniest, saddest moment in my life, because it's going to happen.
Don't do that.
Mm-hmm.
Don't do that. Not right now.
Oh, no. Not right now. But when it does, I'm saying 2026, Eo's going through a mattress. I'm sorry.
Nihoma.
Finish that line. Go ahead, John. Just go ahead and finish it.
Nihoma. Shout out to Rush Hour 2. That's all I gotta say. Shout out to Rush Hour 2. Shout out to Rush Hour 2, boy.
I thought you were gonna say that line from Rush Hour 1 when they was on that plane, when he was flirting with the flight attendant.
Shishi ni. Nihame. Shishi ni. Shaw said he wants some moose. She said he want to get some mooshu. Get some mooshu.
The mooshu.
It's mooshu. It's mooshu.
Hey, I think that's hilarious because she's defending Jimmy at the same time putting joke on him. That's diabolical.
I tell you, Smalley told you what the heck?
That is diabolical.
That table hit him with a shh. It's okay.
It's okay, big dog. I got you. Folded him up like a pack of Charmin.
That was crazy.
That's wild.
She's telling us of all people. Okay.
Right. Talking about the pot on the kettle black.
I'm glad you rephrased that because I heard something I wasn't supposed to hear in that statement. Shout out to Drell in the building.
BRF.
Undisputed GOAT podcast. Shout out to the crew. Listen, when everyone was trying to figure out who these mystery opponents were, there was one name that people was bringing up. He didn't show up, but we are going to expect to see him pretty soon. And if you say his name, he'll forever appear. Joe Hendry is officially part of WWE. His contract, obviously, with TNA went up. So, as reported earlier in the year, so WWE got another one. They got Jordan Grace. They got Joe Hendry, two of their popular champions at the time. And WWE wound up getting them both. And Faith, you lying. You got to stop doing that.
Cap.
The Lord is watching, and so are we, and we all on the same page. No.
Cap. That's cap. That's cap.
But yeah, John, your thoughts, man. I mean, this man, the WWE universe is really about to believe now. The question is, where does he go from here?
But man, as one of the founding members of the We Believe fan club, look, this was inevitable, but I like how it played out. When this partnership wasn't the official partnership. When we first saw Jordan Grace pull up to the Rumble, I mean, we can fast forward 3 years ago. Mickey James came back as a Rumble as Hardcore Country as a Knockouts champ. But last year, Jordan Grace pulls up to the Rumble, has a good showing. 5 months later, she's competing in NXT. Then they had that Battle Royal. And obviously some of the superstars got the jobber treatment already in the ring. Well, who was the first person they showed when the cameras turned on?
Say his name and he appears.
Exactly. Who's the camera turned on? And the crowd in the PC went nuts. And he was the first person eliminated, and everyone hated it.
I mean, did they not realize he's from a different company? But you know,
it was like unbelievable. But and Shawn Michaels that day became a believer. He started making all these appearances. They started dropping these hints.
Yep.
And
sure enough,
it worked perfectly. Fast forward 5 months later, he's in the Royal Rumble. Fast forward 3 months later, he's the first TNA active wrestler to compete at WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
And now
the Randy Orton rub.
And now here we are. He helped put over Trick Williams for this merge, for this partnership. He's helping put over Young Talent like Thea Hale. And now he's officially on the brand. And the sky is only gonna go up higher for Joe Hendry.
Yeah.
Long way from being Rusev's attorney.
Dude, when I saw that throwback photo months ago, I was like, yo, you be surprised how time flies that you don't be paying attention to these people. And then like 5-6 years later, you go back in time and they show you a picture. Oh, yeah, this was me. And you're sitting there like, wow, that was you the entire time. We saw Chelsea Green, Joe Hendry. It's like all these people who are big timers now. It's like they were in these little itty bitty segments way back in the day. And it's like when you look at Victoria Crawford, the first time we all saw her, she was having an affair with Edge.
That was crazy. I remember that when the Edge and Vicky wedding, she was the Alicia Fox.
And I'm like, first of all, when I first saw that, I'm like, since when Edge was into black people in the first place? I don't know why, but at that time, that was my thought process. I'm like, that looked weird.
That's funny.
I was funny. Like, I didn't even know he liked barbecue. So shout out to Edge, shout out to Adam for that one because he literally threw me for a loop. And speaking of throwing for a loop, we're going to talk about a guy that, JoJo doesn't know yet, but scares the crap out of her. Ilya Dragunov. So.
He don't scare me. He just he weirds me out a little bit.
Same thing. Same
That's
thing.
correct.
It's just level one. Level one scares the crap out of you. That's pretty much what it is. So there's been reports that a lot of people are not getting in line to face this man. They're pretty much saying the hell with the championship. I'm not trying to do it. which is crazy because we're in 2025. Who would have thought that there's still wrestlers like that still competing? I mean, this is like from way back in the day when we was either born or before we were born. Like, some of these wrestlers, they didn't want to get in the ring with like these toughest guys. Right. And they come in here with a guy like Ilya Dragunov, chip off the old school block. I mean, I'm pretty sure JoJo's peoples from the 305 can attest to this because that man trains in the dungeon, and even Natty was blown away that this man shows intensity in the dungeon like he's at Madison Square Garden getting ready for a fight. So
yeah, hold on, wait a minute, chill.
Yeah, I mean, he goes 0 to 180 real quick, and I don't think he even starts at 0. I think he literally starts at 180. So yeah, he is, Alex. He's a little psycho. It doesn't help. It doesn't help that he's Russian too, because those guys are strong like bull.
They wake up on that. They eat nails.
They were born with creatine in their system. But John, your thoughts on people basically don't want to have anything to do with Ilya Dragunov, which means his championship reign might go on for a while.
Shows you how intimidating this dude is. I was happy to see him back. I'm a huge fan. I watched him. Look, Ilya Dragunov, Walter, not Gunther, Walter. Takeover, final NXT Takeover in 2021, match of the year. My favorite match of the year. My favorite match of the year. I ain't touching match.
You been taking?
No,
excuse me? Oh, all I heard was I ain't touching that shit. I just looked up like, wait, what?
I ain't take those.
You ain't take none of them.
But while John is the right act, JoJo, your thoughts on the man that low key scares the crap out of you?
But that's what I'm saying. Sorry about that. Mom's under the weather right now. Mom's getting better.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. He's a great fighter. I love his matches. Still weirds me out. A little bit.
The simple fact that people don't want to get in the ring with this dude shows you they know that the bar is high for a dude. The bar is high. He's going to take that United States title to places that it hasn't been in a while, and and keeping those open challenges meaning something. And he's going to bring dignity to that title. And we just know the sky's the limit because he's going to be one of the next ones we're going to be talking about in the championship picture. For Money in the Bank season, we're going to be hearing the name Ilya Dragunov a lot during Money in the Bank season. Believe that.
That's a lot of names.
Nobody wants to get in the ring, but besides that one man, I guess.
Well, Chopper's crazy. Well, yeah. And by the way, condolences to Tama. By the way, condolences to Tama. I saw he lost his dog today. Condolences.
I know it is to lose a pet. My man. I feel for you.
Yeah, his dog name was Samson, I believe. So R.I.P. to Samson.
Did he have another name, son?
Yeah, you good?
Have to throw that one in there. I'm coming, Elizabeth. You big dummy. You never seen Sanford and Son, JoJo?
What?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I just checking.
I was going to say, dude. I'm like, hold up now.
Just checking. I don't know what kind of shows they had in Florida. I'm just checking. My bad.
Sanford and Son is Universal.
I should have not been watching that show, but you know what? Hey, we was at a time where our parents and just let us watch any type of shows, and now it's like you can't even turn on something weird pops on. But anyway, I digress. John, earlier you mentioned open challenges and stuff. Well, let's talk about the man who synonymizes with the word open challenge. Unseen 17. Your boy, your hero, the other John in the multiverse. The guy that pretty much raised JoJo during her youth. And that is one John Cena, who made his last and final appearance on Monday Night Raw in his 20-plus year career at the Mecca, Madison Square Garden. I mean, when he came out, he got the biggest pop I haven't heard since when he came back to the Royal Rumble early from his injury, and it's so real to see this man show up again, man. Because like I remember his first appearance on Monday Night Raw when he got drafted after he won the championship from JBL, and they switched him and Batista.
Mm-hmm.
And it's crazy seeing his final appearance, knowing that I went. Oh, bye, Faith. Deuces.
I lose you too.
And I went to the Raw on Netflix premiere, which kicked off his retirement tour, and it was a nostalgia then. You just had that feels like, man, we're on the road of history. To see him now wrap up his career on the flagship show, only to get interrupted by the former champ, one Dominic Mysterio. And I know Nessa's somewhere watching, because when that name Dominic gets heard, her ears start flapping like alfalfa. But the man comes out, the man's a rematch. John Cena was like, all right, his own site. He's like, nope, we're going to do it in my hometown. So we're getting John Cena, Dominic Mysterio, not War Games, but Survivor Series, San Diego next weekend. Does the plan still go intact? Does Dominic Mysterio win the title back?
Yes, I can see it. This is what this man has worked for this moment. First of all, as we keep talking about Cena, I got to do one thing before we continue this conversation. He was in the Garden, and you get your jersey retired, so it's only right we had to retire the jorts in the Garden. Shout out to Netflix for this. Shout out to Netflix for this article. He's retiring the jorts one last time in the Garden to the Raptors. But now let's get to Dom.
Hold on.
You see this?
Cap.
I promise I don't plan this, but I always pop in and y'all talking about that. Really?
Cap. Anyway,
yes.
Go ahead.
I'll find a cap sounder too.
I got you.
All right. This is what I think he's been working for this moment for. If it wasn't gonna be him and Ray in the 619, him getting a spotlight with a legend is what is pretty much WrestleMania-esque. We was in Vegas. We saw the pop he got at Mania, man.
Mm-hmm.
This is going to be just as deafening. Not loud. I mean, it's not going to be the bigger crowd, but something tells me the Echo in Petco Park in this man's hometown is going to run through these downtown San Diego streets, and I think he's going to put on a banger of a match with John. I want my guy to win, but I understand the assignment. This is Dom's moment, and this is Cena paying it forward. This tour now that we're in the final stages is him paying it forward to the next generation, whether it's on the roster, whether it's on NXT. I mean, the only thing we in Trail, we thought about it. The only thing we would have wished if he would have pulled up to the Impact Zone one time for the one time, but with the tour now is him paying it forward. So obviously we're gonna make our picks next week, but I think Dom's gonna have. I'm leaning more towards Dom right now.
Well,
same.
I agree. JoJo, your thoughts on Dominic Mysterio getting this Cena rub?
Oh, he's definitely getting it. Definitely getting it. And it sounds so wrong.
Yeah.
I saw your face. You didn't help that situation. He did it.
It could be anybody on that roster who could have this moment to be in John Cena's final PLE match. It is Dominic Mysterio.
But you said, it's the young guys that are coming, because our older ones are leaving.
Let that build. Yeah,
you got to crown the next ones.
And I think that's what that 6-man tag said a lot on Monday. You got 3 dudes who's obviously Ray's probably going to be next in line. Sheamus eventually is going to hang it up. We still got Randy who's got to hang it up. The guys we watched from the last 25 years, they're slowly but surely going to be heading to the hall and just chilling, enjoying their success. While the new batch of talent like Dom and Javon Evans and the Javon Evansons of the world are going to take it to new heights. Braun Breakers, Bronson Reeds, all these guys. That makes this Carmelo Hayes. They're all coming to take this game to the next level. Trick, Oba, Ricky Saints, and all the ladies who've been putting in that work for the last decade. When the Charlottes and the Alexas and the Beckys are gone, we still have Bianca because she's going to be it because she was right after them. We'll still have Rhea Ripley. We'll still have Io Sky. We're going to have Stephanie Valkyrie. All goes well. We should still have we should have Julia, but the next generation is coming, and we just got to be prepared for it and embrace it, and not be get all punished same way, and not give these talented younger individuals a chance.
Yeah, and I've definitely been saying that Super Seniors versus the Burnout. That's funny.
That's a pretty good one. That's a pretty good one, buddy.
I did say that, Dominic was leading. If they was gonna build the new WWE, Dominic Mysterio would be one of those guys that they would build around. Because think about it, during this entire retirement tour, I think John Cena has been pinned only once, and obviously that's Cody Rhodes. Can you imagine how it's going to be when Dominic Mysterio is the second one to pin John Cena?
Third, Brock.
Oh, yeah, that's the other one. But he's gonna be the only one that's from the younger crop of people to pin that put that first loss on John. That's huge. That is major.
That's why I cannot wait to see him make these picks for the Iron Survivor, because we watch the Iron Survivor. We watch legends come in there and handpick who they want to see compete. For John Cena to pick the 5 men and women who are going to compete for a chance to be the next face of it, probably be like the next big thing in NXT. That's a lot, dude. That's a lot, man.
I'm trying to find. There was one photo I was supposed to get and it didn't show up. And JoJo knows what I'm talking about because I wanted to address how funny it was, because we all saw how small Rey Mysterio. We know how small Rey Mysterio.
No, not that.
Stop it. Leave that man.
No, I will not. Because I know Nessa would appreciate this. I know Nessa would appreciate this because, she doesn't like Rey because of what he's been doing to his son. But yeah, anyway, the fact that this man will be the one to hang that loss on John Cena, that's amazing to be, but not only a 2-time Intercontinental Champion, but I'm anxious to see how it's going to be done, because is Judgment Day going to have his back this time? Is this going to be one of the ones where he actually wins clean? But listen, where's it at? I just saw it too. There it is. Look how small that man is.
Man, that's insane.
Look, you got Cena and Sheamus standing on all fours. This man
has to climb to the second rope to
whoop his own son. Listen, I said this to y'all on Monday. This man's father is short enough to be his little brother.
That's insane. Dom is
Like,
pretty freaking tall, dude.
he's normal man height, bro. He ain't that tall. He's normal man height. Like,
That's just like,
you
he
know,
is.
our Caribbean mommy right here could toss that man around like.
That's just, wow. That's how short and Ray is up.
You wouldn't know, you wouldn't know how far she can toss him. Have you ever seen the Simpsons movie?
Yes.
Okay, remember that one scene when Marge left Homer and they were like all up in the snow, or whatever, and there was like a bear trying to scare Homer, but Homer wasn't buying it, so he walked away, and the bear was walking. He kicked that little animal to the side, and the animal went flying.
Yeah.
That's Little Ray.
Oh,
No,
wow.
actually, no. JoJo looked it up. JoJo actually looked it up. She's taller than Rey Mysterio.
Damn, that's crazy.
So the fact to say that they're the same height is disrespectful. I mean, I'm just saying.
Actually, no.
But
no. It says that he is 5'6".
Check his boots. Because, boots give you a little extra height.
He said he lifts. Not you saying this man got lifts.
No, I'm just saying he's wearing boots. That's probably give him a little.
From my height, give him what? 5 inches?
Damn, Nelson say he's taller than her. Yikes.
Yes, she's mini me.
You know what? Let's JoJo. Let's just go ahead and move on, because the more we try to compare this man's size, the more and more it's not looking good. Let's just move on. But yeah, Cena, Ray, Sheamus got the dub, and it's crazy because no one's really talking about John Cena and his last match. It's like it was cool, but then everything else that followed pretty much overshadowed. It's like people forgot that when you tune in Monday, you're not going to see this man again. So that kind of went on the wayside. So, and like Ness said, November 18th is Eddie Guerrero Day in El Paso, which was yesterday. So shout out to the city of El Paso, Texas, which is the home of Eddie Guerrero. So that's up them to make that a day that's gonna live forever. So hopefully there's no school that day, because the man deserves a holiday like that. So he's done a lot for that.
Whoa, Lena.
I wouldn't know. But oh, hi JoJo. You talking about yourself?
Excuse me.
Sorry, I mean, not to brag, but no, I don't know what. No, just shut up. I'm just gonna shut up.
Before you get another Jonathan.
Yeah, I can't even say nothing to that. I can't say nothing to that.
Man. The little Latinas of S4UWrestling. That's crazy. She said that I didn't. You good there, Jonathan? Oh shit!
I'm sorry. I said I'm sorry.
Listen, hey, I don't want to talk about this, but we gotta talk about this because I love her so much, and she's on this topic. Stephanie Vaquer.
Yes.
She has now an opponent for her Women's World Heavyweight Championship. And that is one Nicole Bella.
AKA Nikki Garcia, AKA
I just threw up in my mouth. That's what it is.
AKA throw up, apparently. So once again, ruining a good TV time moment. Stephanie Valkyrie out there looking as good as she can, as she always does. And once again, shout out to Miles Bourne. Yes, shout out to Miles Bourne. And you know what? I haven't said it in a while, but shout out to the Cove.
Oh.
But anywho, but yeah, so the Voldemort's name. All right, Voldemort came out and attacked Stephanie Valkyrie in the slowest way possible, and it's like,
I'm sorry.
could you run a? Okay, sure. You got me there. Touche. But it wasn't that far from the back to where they were standing. It's like, bro, come on now. Like John, me and you could run faster than that.
We're the same. It's kind of crazy.
We're around the same age group. It's like, how do you mess up a sneak attack? But anyway, she's just grabbing him
on
wifey's hair. What kind of tape?
A wrestling tape, not those type of tapes. That's
what kind of wrestling tape?
One from Monday Night Raw or Friday Night SmackDown. I don't know about any other tapes she had. You gotta ask.
She was wrestling Raw, huh? That's cool.
Well, ask Cena and Dolph Ziggler.
She said,
"Sorry."
Nessa says she runs faster and she's hurt. And seeing Nessa say that, number one, that's 10 times hilarious.
Because she doesn't run. She doesn't like running. I was running.
Every time John says something like that, I'm just gonna say, "Sir, you can probably gonna be getting a phone call after this."
What? That's gonna be a long phone call.
It's
That's what we on right now. Okay.
Jonathan A. Watson John.
Okay, Vanessa. All right, Marie, watch your mouth. Hi, Marie. Okay, Marie, I got you.
Hey man, they got FBI looking at her, man. Don't do that.
I'm the FBI too. I'm the FBI.
Don't do acronyms. Nope. Don't do acronyms. Don't.
I ain't talking full-blooded Italians either. I ain't talking full-blooded
Don't. Nope. But JAWJ, that shit is funny as hell. But hey, Jojo, did you added another name to that?
Don't you start. So we on? Okay.
We're gonna say the whole name. We're gonna say the whole name. Oh, damn! Listen here, sir. Listen, I'm a shockingly politely bow out of this one. Bow out of that one. I know how to pick. I know how to pick my battles, and this ain't it. This ain't it. Because I know what's gonna happen if I choose one or the other. You know what? I'm gonna say
just stay neutral. Just stay neutral.
This will be the first. This is gonna be the first for Sports for You Wrestling that JoJo said nothing about.
That's true. That's true. I give you that. Touche, madam. Touche. But anywho, back to the lecture at hand. What the fuck?
Eugene Smith. Okay, now we just out here just making stuff up. Okay.
Not Eugene.
And
Smith,
isn't
Watson.
the third supposed to go after Watson, not before it?
It's a bit from the Dan Patrick Show where they used to call RG3 Robert Griffith Jr. the third.
Oh, that's stupid. That's stupid. Nessus is funnier.
Or you call Russell Wilson Jr. the third. I didn't even know Russell Wilson was a junior, but that's a whole other conversation. But
Listen, the fact
Yeah,
that there's another
call me Eugene Smith. Okay, all right.
That's crazy. She called you Eugene.
Yeah. Well, there's only one Eugene I know. That's total. Yeah. There's only Eugene I know. I know Eugene Robinson, the former football player, but there's only one Eugene that's related to this conversation, and that's not fair.
Yeah, that's true. And what isn't, like I said, what isn't fair is Voldemort taking up TV time with Stephanie. I mean, gonna pull the woman's hair, and I'm looking at Stephanie. I'm like, Stephanie, punch this hoe.
She giving her little pipe bomb success. That's all
That
it
was a
is.
pipe bomb?
No, but you get my drift. He was letting her have her 5 minutes or 5 seconds of fame.
Yeah. So I'm like, let's just put this to bed. She is not, and I repeat, it's not winning the Women's World Heavyweight Championship
At all. So
Stephanie is putting that one down.
Take several seats.
The only reason this match is on the PLE because you cannot have Stephanie Valkyrie's first 2 title defenses being on regular television. That's the only reason. Mm-hmm. And she's going to get major pop from the Latin community in San Diego.
And unless you want to end up like Yolanda, I'm going to need you to go sit down, okay? Take several seats. And super glue it there. Okay.
That name is forbidden in the Mexican.
Exactly. She gonna end up like her.
Oh, by the way, that documentary.
And luckily, she gonna stay there.
Yeah, because if she comes out, it's for life. It's on site.
Yeah.
Dang.
Every generation.
Dang. I wish they could find.
It's gonna pass down.
Well, I wish black people were the same way. I wish black people were the same way when we lost Tupac. Or I'm saying.
Nah.
Well, the only person that came that close is Nipsey. I think if the dude got out of jail who killed Nipsey was on the streets, he wouldn't last 5 seconds.
I think
that's look, it's a beautiful day. Bye. Next.
I think that was a setup too. But anyway, the cops did that. The cops, everyone that knew that who killed Tupac wound up being dead at a gas station. But anyway,
you know what? Since Nessa said it, she's safer in jail. You know what? Miss Voldemort, come on over to the, JoJo's penitentiary. I'm gonna leave you in there. You're safer there. Sort of.
She said sort of.
Putting her in the cell with Yolanda is crazy.
Listen, I never knew a person so hated until I walked into that Selena story. Because I moved to San Antonio, I think when I was like 11 or 12. It was like literally right after she already, died or whatever. And I've heard her songs, but I really didn't know anything about her until the movie came out. And the hate that woman has garnered. I mean, ain't no telling how big Selena would have got. She probably would have got where Cecilia was, like that status, that level of, every Latina all across the globe will rock to her. She was on her way. So, and the fact that I was actually glad that her parole got denied because listen,
that judge said it came up. Hold on a second. It did this. It said denied.
Yeah.
She just looked at the name. That's all you had to do. Look at the name. Denied.
Because the generations that will be the hatred per generation has got passed down. Someone's abuelita is gonna be like, "Hey, that girl steps foot out that jail, out that prison. Listen."
She's going straight to witness protection if that ever happens.
Anything for Salinas.
Okay? If she ever got out, she's going straight to witness protection.
I don't think she'll last with witness protection.
Nope.
The feds can hide. The feds protect her. Listen. The feds protect who they want to protect. They'll protect her.
They ain't gonna want to protect her. That's the
They're gonna be like,
problem.
"Oops, I leaked the location."
That's bad when your own family hates you.
Say
Yep.
say that again with that accent you used.
No.
Damn.
You could catch it in the clip.
Yeah, I will. I have released the location.
This will be straight. This will be this as soon as Yolanda walks out the gate.
Straight out the gate. Look, she
Straight out
ain't even
the
gonna
gate.
make it out the gate. It's straight out the door.
Yes.
Out the door. She opens the door. It's gonna be like,
boop. Put me back in. Put me back in. But yeah, I agree.
she's gonna get a graze. That's a warning shot. You lucky you even got a warning.
They gonna hit her with the sniper shot. They hit her with the sniper shot.
Dead ass, because again, I never known a person to get that much hated for generations to come, and she thought that in 2025, this is my time. Nope.
I was like in middle school when it happened to Selena, so I didn't know much about it. And then when I seen the movie, and then I started hearing people talk about it, I was like, "Good God, this is crazy."
Yeah, that woman.
30 years later, it's still
it hurts.
30 years later, it's like. And this documentary that's out on Netflix, go watch.
I got it saved. I'm gonna watch it over the weekend.
I heard it's pretty.
Yeah, it's gonna get on your feel, especially if you grew up during that time. Because but anywho, she deserves to get locked up. And stay there. So next we had the last time is now match. JoJo's favorite.
Do that. Huh? Why not have to say that?
What?
She was 1 year old.
She was a year old.
She knows what that means when I say that. She always mentions the fact that she's like extra.
Oh,
dude,
yeah. On. Shout out to the credit robbers.
What the hell?
Okay, I'm gonna hit you with what I hit you earlier, respectfully. Fuck you. That's two today, Trell. That's two.
Well, the first one, even you knew that was actually correct though. Funny, but it was.
And you know what's funny? Same topic.
It was, huh? You know, okay. Shout out to the 305.
And the 239.
No, she knows why I said it. Yeah. She knows why I said it. But anyway, so JoJo's other favorite Uso, and that is the baby Uso. Solo Sikoa pulled up the Monday Night Raw for his match, and his mystery opponent was apparently Lena's worst nightmare, and that is the return. Yeah, she did die at 95. I didn't move to San Antonio until like 97.
Starting for 6th grade.
Don't do it, John. Don't do it, John. Don't do it.
So I hate that because, dude.
Yeah. Don't do it. You're gonna get reminded, and you're gonna be like, fuck. Oh, looks like I said it first. Fuck. But the returning show off, Dolph Ziggler returned to Madison Square Garden to one huge pop as well. So shout out to the TNA guys and the indie guys pulling up. Message. Oh, okay, cool. But yeah, so John, your thoughts on seeing basically the show off makes its epic return back to WWE.
First of all, our boy Big Justin from PT Jobbers. You're a wild dude. You're a wild dude. Number two, but back to the question. I we talk about Cardona. It was crazy because I think there was rumors circulating But I was like, let me just be surprised. What if it is him? And then when I see they screen this way, they same way. I like how they did both of them. How you get the theater shot of the entire arena to see the reaction.
Mm-hmm.
And when we hear, I came into the world, I was like, no, it's him. And again, tease that, he's still the wanted man. He's still Nick Nemeth.
Yep.
He's still Nick Nemeth. I was listening before on my way here, while I was taking Sophie home. He co-hosts with Jonathan Coachman on Sirius. And
okay.
he was talking about it, just he was worried about, the experience and talking about, the process. And he was hearing, because there was rumors that they was going to leak out the entire bracket first. And he was like, that's a horrible idea, but it never really came to it would have been very horrible. So how he had to pretty much, they had to put him in like in a ninja suit just to get him into the arena, because fans were still around the time all the rivals were still at the park at the garage of MSG. So when he got in there, they had to put him under the theater. He was there for like 45 minutes, and it took Bobby Roode 45 minutes just to find him, just to bring him up to Bruce Pritchard's office. But when he got in the ring with Solo, he said it worked because Solo was one of the last superstars he worked with before, he left WWE.
Oh, yeah, NXT. Yep.
Yeah, so he got to understand, and a lot of people was wondering, was he okay after he took that bump to the corner? But like Corbin was saying, him and Roman are the best at taking those bumps to the corner. They could teach a class on that. But I was glad to see him back. And good for Solo to get the win, but it was good to have Dolph Ziggler get one last ovation in MSG. You never know when next time he'll be back, but it was dope.
Yeah. And people were like, there's a few people I saw online, there was like, it would like the fan, Triple H deflated the fans by having Dolph Ziggler lose. I'm like,
no, he didn't.
Why would you think this man would show up on a one night only and expect him to advance against Solo? If Solo's gonna lose, he's gonna lose against the WWE talent. And which is also pretty cool, because I remember Nick Nemeth always saying that, he wasn't interested in working with WWE's main roster or WWE period. But I was in my head, I'm like, well, if they tell you to and they're paying you, you're going to do it. And sure enough, the man came out to Madison Square Garden and he blew the roof off, and it was good to see Dolph Ziggler one more time. So shout out to Nick Nemeth and Matt Cardona coming back, using their old name for one night only, getting that merch deal, but still staying true to their actual character that they got going on, with basically their real life names that they built since leaving that company. So they get to keep that in tow, but yet still put on nostalgia act. So, shout out to him. But do I have it? Yes, I do. This next match is the one that I couldn't wait to talk about. I know JoJo couldn't wait to talk about. I know this is a match that Faith is tired of us talking about. This match, basically, no one thought was going to happen. ATD, hope it didn't happen.
Mm-hmm.
But it did.
I was wrong.
Former Los Angeles Ram cheerleader.
Phoenix Suns dancer.
Current active member of Natty's Dungeon, which is funny how that name keeps getting brought up today.
Right.
Maxine Dupree actually wins the women's Intercontinental Championship. I was basically the only one here 100% said she was doing it.
Yeah, I sure the fuck didn't. I sure the heck didn't. But everything you said was right. Because Becky dropped it at Mania to Bianca. She paid it. And I'm going to let you have the moment, because this is your spot first before you get our analysis. I'm going to let you go first, because this was you were the one, you were the Lone Ranger on this one. So it's only right that you lead this off, and then we'll follow behind you.
Yeah, because the scenario was just perfect. Everyone who was rumored to be at the Garden basically showed up at the Garden. So I knew for a fact AJ Lee was going to show up at the Garden, and the plan worked to a T. Because I'm like, she's going to come out skipping, because Becky's going to get herself disqualified. AJ's going to come out skipping. She's going to get distracted and lose the championship. And what happened, JoJo? Mother came out skipping, hippity hoppity hoo, stood there. Becky's like, "Oi, what you doing here?" You know, told her to turn around. She turned around and got pinned by one of the most generic crossbody off the top rope, and got pinned and lost her championship. I was like, first I was happy for her, but then I was like, I looked over at ATD. I was like, oh my God.
I love you, ladies.
Yikes.
I love you, ladies, very much.
Yeah, we do. We do. Oh,
but
by the way,
we'll be sitting over here with our popcorn and Cheez-Its.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh yeah, because Sophie last day of school is Friday. I'm just gonna get her right. I'm just gonna get her right after. I'm gonna go get her right over when I get off work. And she's gonna be here until 6:30. And I'm going to sit here and log in. And I'm just gonna hold my cross and like, Jesus, in the name of Jesus, Lord, bless this show
today.
Bless this stream. And bless this show, because we're gonna enjoy each moment. It's gonna be great. I love you, ladies, though.
Respectfully.
Yes.
Love you.
Respectfully. Yes. And we love you, Maxine. We're proud of you. Definitely proud of you. Master Gable, Bloodsport Natty have taught you well.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, that name just keeps. Anyway, taught you well, and now you're an Intercontinental Champion. But that wasn't all Mother was up to, because she ran into Mommy in the back.
Mommy?
Mm-hmm.
Mommy.
And Mommy told Mother, "Hey, you got a minute." I wonder what that means. JoJo, Mother and Mommy had a conversation. What you think happened?
She's gonna be part of. Can I yell it? Can I yell that?
Go for
JoJo!
Games. Why we yelling?
Am I do like Regal? JoJo!
Oh yeah. Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Oh man.
But listen, AJ Lee, she was the only one I was not too sure if she was gonna get inside that cage. But obviously she's recruiting AJ, which means if AJ is gonna be in the cage, that means her is gonna be in the cage too. And that's not the only person that's gonna be in the cage, because Charlotte Flair showed up on Monday night to save Alexa Bliss from JoJo's Boo Boo Warriors, Nia Jax, and Lash Legend, who, by the way, forearm
should be what they call her. The forearm Lash Legend. The forearm.
It should be illegal. Registered.
It should be a finisher. She just wind that bad girl up. Wow.
Now I see why she set the record in rebounds at A&M. She was throwing bows.
Listen, John, if there is any female who will bring back the bow hammer,
she'd been perfect.
It's her.
I'm afraid I have some bad news.
And the fact that she does that right in front of Wade Barrett, I'm wondering, just he's sitting in his chair like, that's like the old bow hammer. But how are we feeling about this women's War Games? Because we got, obviously, it hasn't been official, but we're going to have Becky Lynch, the Kabuki Warriors, Nia Jax, Lash Legend. On the other side, the headliner, AJ Lee, Rhea, Io, Alexa, and Charlotte. I mean, how are we feeling about this? War Games is going to have an all-star lineup.
Ladies first. Ladies first.
I think I'm more
Ooh.
excited about the ladies. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I am
I'm
not
with
even
you.
gonna lie to you. I'm more excited about the ladies.
I'm
They're
with
gonna
you.
be a whole lot.
It's got to be at least 50 world championships total in that match.
What?
Between Charlotte, Asuka, Alexa, Nia, Rhea, Io, there's got to be at least a total of 50. And Kyrie won the NXT, but there's got at least a total of 50 world titles won in that match.
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait. I want to see how the dynamic plays out with Charlotte and Rhea over the next. Because I'm assuming SmackDown is going to be a double taping. So because obviously Friday night is going to be Black Friday. Happy birthday, Sophie! And everyone's going to be heading their way. Everybody's going to be heading their way out west to San Diego for Survivor Series. So I'm assuming they'll have, as Triple H normally does, he'll give the superstars Thanksgiving off. Yeah. I want to see how this dynamic plays out with Charlotte and Rhea, for Charlotte to come to her senses and say, you know what, I'm gonna take one for the team, and I'm gonna ride with my best friend, and we gonna go into war in this cage Impact Park.
Is there gonna be a double cross?
Now, I don't think there's a double cross in the women's match, but it could be in the men's.
Listen, yeah, that's true. Mm-hmm. A double cross indeed. I'm glad you mentioned Sophie's birthday. Happy birthday, Sophie! Because I actually want to do a quick shout out, real quick, to this lovely couple who they had a little rough patch, you know, in their marriage. They took a break from one another a little bit, got back together, and they having a baby. CJ Perry, aka Lana, and Rusev are officially having their first child. So just want a special shout out to CJ. I know that I don't have kids, but I can. You two can attest. Having your first one is a joyous feeling. I can only assume, right, Jojo?
Yeah, let the mama go first. They need to work. Let the mama go first.
Hey, ain't that the truth? But anyway, go ahead.
Now, what did we ask me? Because we cut out a little bit.
Your thoughts on having your first child, because this is pretty much going to be Lana and Rusev's first kid together. So I can only imagine the joyous that ran through their mind that went through yours when you had your firstborn.
As much as I would like to say, no, just kidding. Finding out about your first baby, it's a rush of emotions. You know, especially, not sure if I've never shared this with a lot of people. Only a few know. It was hard
Exclusive.
for me. It was hard for me to conceive my first. It's a rush of emotion. It's one. Sometimes you can even feel anger, like, damn, y'all lied to me. Y'all said this, and that, and then there's the sadness. You know, like, I cried so many times. And then it's that rush of, oh my God, we're having a baby. We're having a baby. It's finally happening. And you know, it's now, how do we keep baby safe to make it here?
Keep baby safe indeed.
It's a rush. It's a rush. So I would just say, even though it's a struggle through those 9 months, there are some very happy, I could testify to very funny moments. Enjoy every one of them. Enjoy every one of them. Even the ones where you have to wake up with the, you know, bucket near the bed.
Oh, shit. Damn.
Yeah. Keep that soda Keep the soda crackers with you at all times. but enjoy every one of them.
And that's a tidbit from the Caribbean mommy herself, Mrs. JoJo. John, your thoughts on the wonderful couple expecting their first shot? Any advice you want to give good old Rusev? Because I'm pretty sure he's probably had nieces and nephews, but this is going to be his first one.
Well, I'm clearly seeing. I know they're chronicling it because I know Lana probably has some paternity issues, so I think that's why they're chronicling it. On social media and everything. Just enjoy each moment. I didn't miss a single appointment. Probably only missed like one appointment, and that was right before Sophie was delivered. But go to every appointment, sit with the doctors, everything. Just listen to the doctors, be a good support. Obviously, I think it's a beautiful thing, and I'm praying for a safe delivery. And obviously, whatever challenges Lana goes through, just take them one day at a time. You heard what JoJo said. It might not be easy, but once you get that news that the bun, and that once the bun is in the oven, and you get to that third trimester, it's all going to be worth it. Trust and believe. So, prayers to them. Rusev's got a lot on his plate. He's in the quarterfinals of the last Times Now tournament. So I can't wait to see what life brings for him going forward.
Very, very well done. So we went. JoJo went from having her first baby to now we're going to talk about someone that she wouldn't mind making another baby with, and that is one. I mean, it could you would.
Love y'all.
Not happening. I said if you could, if you could, especially one Jay Uso, Jimmy Uso, Cody Rhodes, CM Punk. They all pulled up to the Garden, everybody, looking for a fight because, Team Vision, Team Heyman of Logan Paul, Drew McIntyre, and the Brown Bomb bitches. They all showed up, and they had a war. They had a the traditional straight up fight. They all got down, and
it's supposed to be a face off.
That's how it happens. That usually how it happens. The face off turned to a fight, and CM Punk was about to put some poor soul to sleep when that ominous music blared at Madison Square Garden, and the beast incarnate, Brock Lesnar, came out, made his return to the Garden, and wreaked havoc on every single person. Uncle Phil didn't got nothing. He got tossed around. Cody Rhodes got suplex, and one of them was stiff as hell because he landed right on that shoulder. And we thought, all right, this is it. Brock Lesnar is going to close Madison Square Garden. But he didn't close Madison Square Garden because Team Punk had their fifth man. And that fifth man was the tribal chief, Roman Reigns, the LeBron of this era, made his return to the Garden, put hands to Brock Lesnar, and now it's basically official, but this is what we have for the men's Survivor Series team. This is now turned into Team Roman versus Team Brock. We got the Usos, basically got the Bloodline, another Bloodline in War Games again. I'm not mad at it. This time you add Cody Rhodes. You have the WWE Champion and the World Heavyweight Champion on the same side at War Games versus, Team Heyman. So, John, you said that there's a turn. Who in this photo you got making that turn?
It's courtesy of Team Heyman. And I see that big beast right here, F5ing this dog right here. And as I said with Jay Cargill, he's not paid by the hour. He's paid by the match, and he's gonna walk his self out of that cage and head back to Canada, leaving the vision.
You really think Brock's gonna do it like that? Just.
I got a feeling if it ain't Brock, that's one. If it ain't Brock, because obviously the one for Cody, the one we talked about, can't happen now unless one of these two dudes aren't in the match. So I think it's Brock turning on Braun, and then that sets up for the Bloodline team winning. But even though I would really love to see this heel team win, because I think if you got Brock Lesnar in this match, you got to let Brock Lesnar be Brock Lesnar. But
I got the Vision winning this match because the Usos are going to have a problem, and they're going to be the reasons why they lose this match.
Yeah, that
was. I think it's going to be Jay to be that reason why they lose.
I saw that look.
Really,
I saw that look Friday.
And they're really not talking until Christmas. Next Christmas.
Oh, hey, wait to go. Wait, you mean this one right here, John?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Listen,
that look like a look of solidarity.
Sports for You Wrestling PSA. Nestle, if you're listening, JoJo, John, if one of us ever gets out of pocket, we're playing this photo, and that photo means you're doing too much. Mm-hmm. That's what Jay is looking at Jimmy like, bro, you're doing too much.
I'm gonna be clicking that button like this. It's gonna wear itself out.
It's like you're doing too much, sir. I'm gonna need you to chill. So it's crazy that Jay is, like I still say, Jay is gonna be the reason why they lose this match, and this is gonna be the reason why Roman is gonna have to step in and be like, "All right, I told y'all to finish this." So, as of right now, Roman has yet to speak to them. So the whole he got into Christmas still intact until they get locked up together in that cell, in that cage at Survivor Series. So, but I'm looking forward to that. That's a wonderful, wonderful evening, a wonderful way to end Monday Night Raw in Madison Square Garden.
Yep.
But now,
that's pretty much that night. Somebody had to go to jail that night.
Listen, shout out to the cops. They got beat up. I don't have no love lost for cops. And whoever's idea was it to wear the body cam footage, that was hilarious.
Amazing.
Yeah. But we usually, John, we normally would do our closing segments with, this is what we're doing and an acknowledgement, but we're gonna hold those off to next week. Because our esteemed colleague, Miss JoJo, was busy this past weekend going to her indie show, and she went up and met up with a couple of guys known as the Miami Boys.
Shout out.
Now, if you don't know who the Miami Boys are, let us give you just a little bit of who they are.
From Little Havana to the Wynwood walls, graffiti sermons, hieroglyphic calls, beats bump louder than the ocean squalls. Miami boys standing tall, breaking all protocol. Here come the Miami boys, they don't play. 305 step, making waves.
So JoJo did a little assignment on the weekend, and she attended the event where these boys were having. So we're gonna give JoJo the floor. And with that being said, Give me 1 second here.
Tell him something, yo!
That is going to get me all the time. I promise you. Promise you. So, I have been like, not to sound like I've been like in the bushes, but I've been watching these boys and their clips via IG, and they come from my hometown. I am from the 305. If you don't know what 305 is yet, Miami, Dade County, you know, um, and it's home to me. So to be able to watch these amazing guys do what they do best was awesome. I know that they say that we could do, well, you know, that was nothing. It was all good for me. I cannot wait to see what more you guys have. So I did find out some information about these boys, you know, a little digging, just a little bit. So we are going to start. I'll introduce these boys to you, little by little, and my last one will be who I had a mini interview with. Because of these boys having such a busy schedule, it had to be, you know, one of those quick over the phone. You know, give me some info about you guys because I want to know more. I want to know your backstory, even if it's just something small, but it'll mean something much. It will mean something later, because y'all will make it big. From what I've seen and how in the path that y'all are going, y'all are gonna be. I've already said it. Y'all are my favorite wrestlers now. So we are going to start with the big guy. We've got Puma. Puma is Bahamian, and he was kind of quiet, but it's one of those, like, the quiet ones are the ones that I feel like you should be careful for. You know,
Mm-hmm.
that man is a powerhouse. I ain't even gonna lie to you. That man's a powerhouse. And I found out a little bit of, you know, what their finishers and their moves are. His is the black lights, which is pretty cool. They have the coolest. They're pretty cool names.
It is pretty dope.
Watching them in a tag team with his tag team partner Keith, the young bull. You know, um, it was nice. It was cool to watch them. I ain't gonna lie. Keith with a little bit of a shit talker. Love that. Love that because it made it more entertaining. And it was great. Speaking of Keith, like I said, the young bull, his is the airdrop. I ain't gonna lie to you. That man's a high flyer. That man off the top rope is something serious. That man can fly. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Come off the top rope, you getting hit, you're done. This be Keith. This is baby Keith, the young bull.
Mm.
So this is the one that I will be talking about later. The one who gave me the mini interview and how he got started.
And that's the Jeff Hardy of the group.
That's the that's the Jeff Hardy of the group. And then
Slater type vibes.
He gives you what?
Leon Slater from TNA reminds me. I get those Leon Slater, Javon Evans type vibes with this dude. Just
All right. So then also we got Chris. Now, his I hope I say this right. I didn't. His finisher is the Malachite moment. So I want you guys to be able to look out, you know, please go look them up. They're wonderful guys. Very, very sweet, very respectful, very funny. And last but not least, we've got Xander. Now, this one also is a funny one.
Like Tyreek Hill.
Watching them, they were in the Rumble. Chris and Xander were in the Rumble, so they were in the ring with a whole bunch of people, bunch of men. That was crazy. Now, this man right here taking down also some of some of these guys was awesome. Very cool. So now, like I said, these boys, they're from Miami. They were trained by a soul man, Alex G. But now they are currently, you've heard it before, we've said it a couple of times on the show, they are training at the dungeon with, lo and behold, Natty.
Shout out to Natty.
Shout out to Natty. Which is big. And I'm pretty sure they are having the best time of their life and learning so much. Hence why I cannot wait to see what these boys can do with their careers, because that sounds serious. So I had like I said, they were trained and did shows together. Hence why they got their names, the Miami Boys, because Francisco Chiazzo named them.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where they stuck with their names. They do have their, singles matches, but they do also do the tag team, which their tag team finisher is the threes down. So they have a move for everything. So I'm going to tell you a little bit of Keith, because that's the first one I was able to get an interview from. Hopefully I can get more of an interview with the rest of the boys. Like I said, busy schedules. They're always training. They're working hard. So we're going to start with what made Keith get into wrestling. And I'm going to do the best to quote him. And hopefully I don't misquote him. He says, "I always loved wrestling since I was a kid. And I had no real interest when I graduated high school. Only thing I knew was I loved wrestling. So I Googled schools near me and took it from there. And boy, you are doing amazing." Like I said, I've watched the mini clips. I actually, I'm sorry, while we were watching Raw on Monday, I also watched him on the side because he also had a match that night himself.
Mm-hmm. Shout out.
And he won that match. So shout out to Keith. We're watching. And
we're watching.
You watch it. So the next question was, who is your wrestling spirit animal? He quotes Jeff Hardy. You can kind of tell by the moves set, and I believe it. Yeah. I absolutely believe it. And like I said, he is funny. He's a bit of a shit talker, which makes this even more fun. But it goes with the match. Like you could tell, like it's not cocky, it's confidence. And
yeah, like he highly believes in himself. Yeah.
And you know what? You believe in yourself and you get there. And I've seen these boys do, like, he's done some amazing things. I've seen some of the clips too, and I've gone through, some of them. So next question was his dream arena to perform in. Of course, you cannot get any further than MSG. Madison Square Garden. I will believe that you will get there.
That's the mecca.
That's
You
every
have
athlete's dream.
you know what, even down to the people that don't even, they don't have to compete. Everybody will love to be at the Madison Square Garden. And you are taking the necessary steps to get there. So keep working hard. Keep doing what you do. Try not to get hurt, please, because we need to see you there.
That's right.
Yeah.
It would be a great dream. So keep pushing, keep going, because I tell you what, that is the dream, and we will see. We'll see you there. We'll see you there.
Yep. And we will be live here. Be like, yep, we know those boys. We saw them, and now they're at the big times. Like, and it was all because of her right over there. That Caribbean mommy up there in the corner right there. Who
it's not just because it's not only just because of me. I am just a part of their journey, but it's their hard work that is going to get them there, and the support that they get is what's going to get them there, because they are going to need all that support. Because I can tell that, watching these guys train, I've heard some of them, I've spoken to some, it takes a toll on you, not only financially, it takes a toll on you mentally, because they're in training practically almost every day, putting in that hard work, not only putting their mental on the line, but their physical. But they're doing it because they love it. And that's what we love to see. And that's why we watch. That's why we support. That's why we back, guys like, the Miami boys. So keep pushing. That's all I'm asking. Keep going. And that's not only just for Keith, but that goes for the other boys as well. Puma, Xander, Chris, keep pushing, because I cannot wait to see you guys make it there. And last but not least, the last question I asked was, what's your end goal as a pro wrestler? And this was, I don't want to sound corny when I say this, but it was beautiful because it's true. His answer to this was to keep moving the business forward. Because nobody wants to see the business go backwards, because that's when everything becomes a what?
A repeat.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Keep making things new. Keep thinking of fresh ways to keep the business moving forward.
Amen.
Because you know what? It's entertainment, but at the same time, it's an art form. And I will go on to say with the naysayers, oh, well, it's fake. Is it? Is it? Because I would go to say that these boys are athletes.
Mm-hmm.
These men, these women that do this, they're athletes.
Mm-hmm.
That do their own stunts.
Yep.
You don't try this at home. They tell you don't try this at home for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
You don't see Giovanni. Oh, hold on. Cut. Hey. Stunt double. Get in here real quick.
No.
They don't have that.
No.
Nope.
These dudes take their own bump. These dudes and these guys and gals take their own bumps. They get iced up. They get medical.
Yep. It's a few stars that do their own stunts. Tom Cruise, Jackie Chan. There's a reason why there are a few stars that do their own stunts. I've seen Jackie Chan behind the scenes. He's messed up himself a lot of times doing his own stunts. People have died doing their own stunts. Paralyzed doing their own stunts.
Yep. And these men are doing their own stunts. Like I said, they're flying off the top rope. They're spearing each other, and that hurts. The kicks, the super kicks, the punches. Listen, hearing those live is crazy. It is crazy. It is like somebody just, like the sound of a ruler. You got in trouble just smacking the table.
PTSD.
Ow. Yeah. Ow. I had to tell these men, I was like, listen, I appreciate what y'all do because my knees and my back could never. Could never. By the way, if you boys are listening, the next time you need help, because they got on my case while I was there, that I didn't come and help them, I apologize. Once again, I am apologizing. I'm so sorry. Just call me. But letting you know, I'm smacking whoever, and I'm running out. That ring, and you better block whoever's trying to come after me. That's all I'm asking.
If there's some type of JoJo getting in the ring, doing a JoJo special,
we're covering it.
Good God, that's viral.
Listen,
Believe that.
JoJo said it herself, and this is what had me say she's gonna be in there with them. She described herself as the female Caribbean Paul Heyman.
Hey,
think about it. She got the facial expressions down, just like Paul. She's a smooth talker, just like Paul. She can press that button that you didn't think a button could be pressed, just like Paul. And I told her she's gonna be a manager one of these days, and she could sing, so she can definitely got the voice to do ring announcing. So,
oh, snitching! Don't even gotta. I think one of them has done music. Please don't tell him that. Don't tell him that.
I mean, all they gotta do is go to your TikTok. But anyway, damn. But in all jokes, man, shout out to them boys, man. Shout out to the Miami boys, and shout out to JoJo. If there's going to be one acknowledgement for the night, it's going to be JoJo, because she went out there, did her thing, represented the brand, represented herself, represented her fandom in pro wrestling, and got an interview out of it. We would love to have these boys come on into S4UWrestling one of these days. One of them, two of them, four of them, all of them, and just kick it with us. Maybe have a little Q&A with the people in the chat. Maybe like have some questions, some interviews. I still got some interview questions myself that I want to get off the ass. But yeah, shout out to them boys. Looking forward to seeing you guys real soon. And like she said, you guys are destined to do big things, because not just anybody can just walk into the dungeon and be like, hey, can I get a tryout?
Absolutely not. The
dungeon is only word of mouth, only invitation. And the fact that you guys are in that door, that means you guys are something special. But I do have a question with one of y'all. You can DM me or not. Either Dragunov, is he really that dude? Because I heard stories that dude is heavy intense in the dungeon. Is that true? Just hit us up, let us know, because you know more than we do. And so, and that's all I gotta say. But again, JoJo, we're proud of you.
Good work, great work,
good work for the brand. Good work for yourself, because I know you must feel proud.
And I've been made aware that I get to go to. Well, I might be going to see them at what? You've got your answer from the Miami boys. He's definitely really that dude.
Sometimes.
So you shoot your shots, you never know who's watching.
Listen, man, like that's all I wanted to know, because I heard the stories that people are not lining up to face this guy, and I've heard Natty talk about him, of how intense he is. So the fact that you guys possibly have trained with him, I can only imagine the stories you could or could not be able to tell. But I'm glad we got confirmation that guy is that dude. And I'm glad JoJo you was able to do this because with Miami, the 305 being your home, your bread and butter, the city that made you who you are, the woman who you are. So I know being able to do that, touched on the heartstrings and had like a wholesome moment, full circle moment for you. So
It really did. Like I said, even though I don't plan to live back at home because love y'all, Miami's expensive. Okay.
What up, though?
But it makes me proud. I never spend a day when somebody asks me like, "Where are you from?" I'm from Miami, but I lived in Texas, but my heart's in Miami, because I was born there. I grew up there. It runs in my blood. It's the Miami Heat, baby. No pun intended. Shout out to the basketball team.
shout out to my Heat.
But it's in my blood. And to see what comes out of Miami is awesome. It feels great to get to know people that are in the same, they're around doing the same, almost in the same field that I'm in right now. Watching what we love, doing what we love, and being able to make these connections. Because honestly, I really think this is what this is really about. Making those connections and making what we call life great. Because listen, it has, like I explained to them, it has become an addiction for me.
Mm-hmm.
An addiction for me, and I will not be ashamed to say it.
Mm-hmm. Same here.
Same here. It's been an addiction of mine since I was a kid. But we'll get up out of here. Shout out to the Miami boys. Hope to talk to you guys soon. Shout out to JoJo for representing her home city, her home state, her hometown of the 305.
I was
So
good.
we'll be back Monday night, Tribal War Zone, the final Raw before Thanksgiving, final Raw before War Games. So we're gonna see what kind of chaos we're gonna get to. So we're gonna hop up out of here and like, subscribe, share, and also click that QR code. Subscribe to the Sports for You Wrestling podcast. We will very, very much appreciate it. And one last note before we go out of here, always and forever, wash your ass. See ya.